Okay, so when we run our code, home will look like this. Now, when I click on student, you will see that the title has been changed. The title has changed, and even this side, the things have changed. They are not the way they were originally made. When you come back to home, this is normal. This is how it was. But if you click, you go to student, you find that things have changed. Why have things changed? It's because what is there now is that the Bootstrap CSS have now taken control. So, which means that we will need to change a lot of things, because remember yesterday on the page, and on the page where we are, please take note that the page we are on is student.html. That's the page we are on. But if you go to any other page like lecturer.html, this is okay. Content is okay. Home is okay. But the student things are different. Why? Because on the student yesterday, we included the SSH. No, the CSS, Bootstrap CSS. So Bootstrap CSS now is like now saying, okay, you have invited me now to take charge. So now it is conflicting with our codes. In that case, which means that we might have to redesign the whole website to suit Bootstrap. And moreover, since we are learning Bootstrap, of course, the reason why you have to start with CSS is so that when you now begin to use Bootstrap, you have a good idea of what you are doing. Unlike where you are going into something in darkness, you don't know what you're trying to do. And so basically, so we will eventually have to do away with this, our CSS, and use the CSS for Bootstrap. Rather, not Bootstrap. What do you call this? Yes, Bootstrap. Okay, fine. Follow me. Yesterday we created this form. We created this form. No, not this form. Here we are. We created this form yesterday. And yesterday I said we utilize Bootstrap so that we make this look better. The button, we use the Bootstrap so that the button looks better. And if we go back to this and you check, the button looks the way it looks. It is the Bootstrap style. It is in Bootstrap. So now we can also employ Bootstrap for these other things. So now let me just go to Bootstrap, W3 Schools. W3 Schools. And then on W3 Schools, I get Bootstrap. Bootstrap 3. Now, Bootstrap 3, if you are creating a form, you can go to where the form is being created here. And then here, we can you can copy any style that you want. You can make any of these styles. So we are going to make something which is vertical like this one. Now, kindly note that the inputs now will be like end to end, but we can control it. So now, to do that, the codes are given down here. These are the codes. Now, we'll only concentrate on, we'll not do all these things, but let's just concentrate on the input. The input here, if you check, what class is being used? They use a class called form control. Form control. So form control is the one which will make this thing run from end to end. So therefore, let's go and create form control. Or if you want, we can just copy it the way it is, and then go to our code. And don't make a mistake, please. It should be in the starting tag for the input. In fact, this tag is an empty tag, which means that it doesn't have a closing. It's just one alone. So you can paste it anywhere here. You can even put it as one, as a paste here, then paste there. So I have just pasted a class, and the name of the class is the form control. So if I save and I go and refresh. So by the way, your videos, I'll share them. Today I was sharing for the other course, then I'll try and do for you later. So if I refresh, there you go. This has gone up to the end. This has gone up to the end. And then I can also put it in the other one. Where is the other one? Input style here. I put it there, and then I save, and then I refresh. There it goes. It also goes up to the end, but we can control this so that it doesn't go up to the end. We can create a div for this, and then we say that the div, this div should only go, because remember that this div is 80%, if you recall. But we can get 50% of this to make it like it goes only up to half of this whole div. So we can request that give us 50% of this 80% if we want. So let's create a div that will contain all this information. So we can go down. Now here, if you check again here, there is a big gap. Now the gaps in between here, has already been taken care of by the thing we have brought in. So there would be no need of a BR, I think. Let me check from the origin whether there's a BR. This one, there's no BR. There are no BRs here. So the thing itself is taken care of. So let me try to remove these BRs for now and see what happens. Now, might be the problem will be on now. Let's see first of all what will happen. Okay. Let me remove the BRs and see here. If I remove this BR, I remove these BRs. Okay, I think I've removed everywhere. Let me see what will happen. Refresh. So there it goes. It has taken care of, but here there is no space. There is no space between this one and this one. So in that case, we can still check what they did to convince it to create a space. Oh, because they were using divs. That's why they have spaces. So since I don't have a div, I can still do this. I can still put a BR here to separate the last item from the previous. So they use the divs, which means they were creating to mark containers for each line, something like that. So we did not create those containers, but we'll create a container for the whole form so that we can control the length of those lines. So we'll do that very shortly. Let me just see what will happen if I put in a bearer here. Okay, at least now it looks better. There's some space between. And even here, there is no space up there between password and that one on top. So which means those bearers, we needed them. Maybe password, where is username? Okay, after this, we need the bearer. Save. Okay, I refresh. Okay, there is now space there. Okay, so we have something like this. Now, let's just control how this thing will span. We don't want to go length to length. So we'll create a div that will contain this thing. It will contain it, but it will not go up to the end here, but it should go somewhere about there. So how do we go about that? We come to the code, and then this form, I'm going to put the whole form in a div. This form, I'm going to put it in a div. So I'll say div. Remember, div is a division or a container. So its closing is here, automatically is made. So I'll put it here. I'll put it here. And then these, they become children of div. So I must indent them like that. Okay, fine. Then here we'll say style, and then we will ask that the width of this must only go up 50% of that right container. 50%. Save. So when we do this, come here, refresh. Okay, there it goes. The lines are going only up to here. They're not now going up to the end. They are ending somewhere here. So basically, you can create something like that if you want. And if you want, you can even create like a small box, like if you want, but just like this, it's true enough. So that's how you can do stuff like this if you want. Any question in this part?
Following.
Okay. Okay, so that is basically. So you can get these same codes and put them on the lecturers so that they also have this login. Okay, now since they use them student data logging in, probably we rename this one to students. They use student IDs, so we can rename that one to student ID. Where? Oh yeah, here, student ID. Student ID. Okay. And then here, since it's not username, we can say student ID, like that. It's allowed to abbreviate here. It's allowed. Okay, fine. So, so basically, it will look like this: student ID. Okay, now, always there should be some word inside here and some word inside here to guide people that you need to type. This is where you need to type your student ID. Here you need to type password. So how do we go about that one? You come to the input here. On this line for input, you can, even after class there, you can say placeholder. Then you put that word that should placeholder. So the placeholder will be student ID. So I'll get the same word here, student ID. or I can say type student ID here. Then also this one, placeholder is going to be password, or we can say type your password, whichever way you want to put it. So it's up to you. So if you refresh, you can see there's that word which is, you know, invisible, like gray kind of, meaning that here I'm waiting for you to type your student ID. Here I'm waiting for you to type. So here student ID, if it's 2020, you can see that placeholder even disappears. But if I delete, the placeholder comes back. So that's how we also do the placeholder, just to indicate. If you want, you can type the word, type your student ID, type your password if you want. Purely up to you. Okay, fine. Having explained this, then we can do quite a lot more, even like maybe redesign this whole interface so that it looks better, it looks cute, using the what do you call this? My Senyaba CSS. So we go to CSS, sorry, not this one. Go to CSS here. And then now, what we have currently, we have a navigation bar here. And this navigation bar has even been distorted. So we can recreate it using Bootstrap stuff. So let's go to Bootstrap. Why am I keeping on opening? Okay, Bootstrap here. And then we look for navigation. Navigation bar is just on top of forms here. So now you have navigation bars that are quite a number. There are styles. This one is vertical. Then we have others that are horizontal and stuff. Going down this way, you can create this one like this if you want. But our website, I don't know whether we can want to use this one or we use the other type. We can use this type if you want, which is still what we just talked about. And then there's another one. All these are other types. These are all going the vertical way. But we need to look for the horizontal, the one which goes horizontal. Now, I don't know where it is. It should have been around here. Let's see this one, navigation, this one. Okay, I think I have misplaced it, I don't know. Okay. We'll find it though later on. I'll find it. But now let me introduce you to something again, which you can do with Bootstrap. There are what are called graphicons. Where did I see? Yes, graphicon. Sorry. This way, there, graphicons, graphic icons, if you want. I click on graph icons. I can put my graph icons. All these graph icons, I can put them. Now, what are these graphic icons? Graph icons are like this search bar kulastuku if you don't want to write the word, instead you want something like that, you can put. Or I think there's somewhere where we came from. Where we came from, I think there was something. Let me get back to that page. Okay. This is a graph icon. Those are graphic icons. And also, where there's somewhere where again I saw a graphic icon. Yeah, this is a graphic icon you can put if you want, and so forth. So you can put those graph icons if you wish to. So maybe we learn how to put graphic icons. So let me go to where they are. First of all, we need to find a graphic icon appropriate for the project we are doing. We have to look for a graphic icon. Now, maybe for users, since we want the human being to put in, we can use this icon for users. We can use that icon. So we'll create something like this. Maybe there'll be a word username. I don't know where you want it to be. There'll be a word username, and then maybe we can put a graphic icon somewhere here, or we can put it behind here. I don't know where you want it to be. In front or behind? Where do you want it to be? In front of the word username or behind the word username? Choose.
It can either be behind or in front, but I think behind the word itself, username.
Behind the word, right? So what do you do? You get this one, this word, you copy this word the way it is without making mistake. Just copy it. Don't change it. Don't do anything to it. You copy it. Then you come here. The username is this one here, right? So then I create another, I can create another element called the icon. It's either I use the word icon or span, whichever. There's word icon, or you can use the word span. I mean, you can either use, sorry, I think I've made a mistake. My spellings are bad. I can use it, oh, sorry, why am I bringing this? Okay, I can use icon or I can use span. I will do both so that you learn both. Okay, the element for icon is just I. You can even see there's I there. Then you press enter. It will create a starting tag and a closing tag. It will create. So now, which means this word is going to be part of the icon, student. So I will get this student and put it between here. And then in the starting tag there, you remember that we want to put Kachaka icon. So you just type class, and the class name is what we copied. That's all. Kwasira, nothing more. Save. And then come back here. come back here, and then if I refresh, whoops, this icon is not showing here. Something must be wrong. This icon is not displaying. Something must be wrong. What is it that is wrong? It could be the version of my CSS. The version of the CSS is not the appropriate one. So let me just check the version of the CSS they are using for this one here. Let me see if I say try. The version of CSS they are using is 3.4. 3.4. And the version of CSS we are using is what? Okay, fine. The version of CSS, the version of the CSS you are using should work. This is 3.4. Let me check the one we are using. Where is it? Oh my God, I didn't, let me check. The version should be inside here. This is also 3.4. So it should work. The versions are same, it should work. So let me just check. There could be some error somewhere. Okay, let me delete our CSS, this one. Let me delete it. Maybe it could be conflicting, but I doubt. Save. And refresh. Okay. My page has gone very crazy because the CSS have been lost, so I need to bring them back. Okay. Okay. Okay, maybe I change to span and see what will work, whether it will work. Span. Okay. Or maybe let me do this. Let me do this. Where is that word? Where is that? Where is that?
It's down.
Down here. Okay. Maybe I remove this word here. Let me see if I remove. I don't know what will happen. We take it back outside there. Save. Nothing. Maybe I use span instead of icon. Span. Span. And then here per span, I get this, cut it out, and then remove the aspect of this, and then I put it there. Let's see how to work. Even that one has failed. Okay, I don't know, but it should have displayed something there. Let me just check where the error could be. There could be an error somewhere, but I totally doubt.
Maybe in the first place you can try it on a separate line, like just below the div, just on a separate line. I it will display.
Okay, let me try it out. Outside this div.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me copy the way it is written in the actual manual, in the actual environment here, like plus button. Okay, let me get this one and see how it will work the way it is. If it doesn't work, then there could be a problem with the version of the CSS that I'm using. Yeah, it's not displaying. So it's the version probably that I'm using that has problems. So if you face this problem, at times it will be better that you get it from the website. Let me just check. There could be a line for fonts here. Bootstrap Mini. This is Bootstrap.
Yeah, the versions are saying
they are the same.
The version in the web, no, it's at the end. This one is 4.0. Yours is 4.2. Is 1 at the end.
Yes, but it should still work. Let me try to get. Let me get this one. I get this one. Use this one and see what will happen. If not, then it might mean maybe it's a second one. It will need maybe JavaScript, Java query. Let's try them one by one. We'll know which one we need, and then we can download it. So I will now, I cannot put both of them here. One must be out. So this one, I'll remove it temporarily, cut it out, and then maybe let me keep it in some place somewhere, and then save, and then let me refresh my page and see what happens. There it goes. It has worked.
Yes.
So it was the version. You have seen that?
Yes.
It was the version. So this one down here, I can delete it. Where is it? This one here. I can delete this one. So take note that at times you might have issues with versions. So there it goes. So you can just maybe, if you want this version, you just copy the whole of it and then put it in offline. Now, if you're working with this one online, you find, most especially if you are developing your website, it means that every time you have to be online throughout whenever you're developing. So, okay, let's work with this one for now and see what happens. Then we can also create another icon. Oh, by the way, let's meet the other side. Time is just about to cut us out.